Greetings everybody and welcome to the most meaningless award show of the next 15 minutes, the Gorbies. All expenses have been spared in scouring my games libraries for titles that I have played this year which fall into a non-set group of categories as follows. The longest game in which nothing really happens. The game with the least urgency to do something urgent. The most bland diplomacy system. The least violent FPS in which you can kill things but probably shouldn't. And the most novel concept for a game. There will be spoilers for the winners of each category. Games in these categories don't have to be games that have been released this year, only ones I picked up for any reason at all. In the case of games that have sequels which have deviated very little from the nomination, then I guess they could probably be sharing the award as well if they really want to. So without further ado, let's get down to the nominees. So first we have the longest game in which nothing really happens at all. The nominees are Stellaris, Hearts of Iron 4 and No Man's Sky. The winner is Stellaris. While No Man's Sky is a massive collection of worlds you can go to and bum around on providing you have enough fuel for your ship, in Stellaris you can very quickly get to a point where your stellar empire is totally surrounded by other empires who don't like you and so restrict your movement through their space. Not that big of a problem you might think, but the only way to truly expand after that point is to build a fleet to go and teach your neighbours what's what. Only with the tech system the way it is, and the time it takes to build a fleet large enough, everyone else will have already done exactly the same thing, leaving you surrounded by empires who you can't defeat for the rest of the game. Or, at least until another empire of the same government type invites you to their alliance, at which point it becomes two large alliances sitting and staring at each other for the rest of the game. So, the second category, the least urgent thing. The nominees for this one are Skyrim with the return of the World Eater Dragon, Fallout 4, Finding Your Son Sean, and Dawn of War Soulstorm, every single Stronghold mission you do. The winner of this category is Fallout 4. As I said before, spoilers, but when you start the game, you, your spouse and your child go to hang out in a vault. Your spouse gets shot, your child kidnapped, and when you break out, nothing can stop you from finding your infant son. Except everything. Looting, exploring, the locals, even the environment will stop you. Hell, the first group of people you find continually give you mission after mission in a never-ending cycle to go help a pair of people living on a farm somewhere with their problems, which will inevitably be going somewhere else to kill raiders, rescue a kidnapped settler, or just clear a spot for a new farm, which you will inevitably be expected to go spend the next 5 days building for them. And on top of that, there is no time limit earning you on, resulting in it being able to take an entire year of in-game time before you finally find your son. The next category, the blandest diplomacy system. The nominees are Fallout 4, Stellaris, and Hearts of Iron 4. The winner of this category is Hearts of Iron 4. One and the others, you are forced to be a good guy and take on the old skill check, or have a small number of things you can do to influence others. In Hearts of Iron 4, you have a very binary system, and the game will tell you that in a diplomatic proposal whether it will be accepted or not before you even make it. No sliding gauge, no percentage chance of success, just a straight yes or no, depending upon if you're the same government type at war or the other party want what you're offering. And don't even try to form an alliance with countries around you unless you are of the same government type, because there is a base reluctance to end diplomacy which will prevent it from working. Want that alliance but not a war? Tough. Want to form an alliance? No, you are at war? Sorry, not going to happen. It's probably the least diplomatic diplomacy system I have ever seen. the fourth category, the least violent first-person shooter. In this we have the nominees of Fallout New Vegas, Dishonored, and Portal 2. And the winner is Dishonored. A game with a binary chaos system, the more you kill, the more chaos points you get, until the city is in high chaos. Not only does it make your life harder, but also changes the end of the game. Best outcome you can have is to kill no one, work around the environment to your target, and then remove them from play via a non-lethal method that you can find on your way. Therefore, it is in your best interest to let everyone live, civilians, traitors, even the zombies. While you can complete New Vegas without killing anyone, it is expected that you will at least engage in warfare at the end, and in Portal 2, you can try to kill your tormentor by opening a portal to the moon. That said, on to the final category, the most novel concept. The nominees in this category are Super Dungeon Tactics, VA-11 Hall-A, and Choice of Robots. The winner is VA-11 Hall-A. Not much to be said for this one, but while the others were interesting concepts in their own rights, one being a video game of a board game designed like a video game, and the other a text-based choose your fate game, the only in VA-11 Hall-A can you play the part of a cyberpunk bartender with a scent with roughly translated, the central mechanic is mixing drinks for everyone coming through the door and still have a choice over what drinks and how large they are. So, there you have it. 5 totally meaningless awards for 5 games I've played this year in less than half the time that I thought it was going to be. So, thank you all for listening and have a good night.